When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Caught over the middle. It's Harbor. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. I like this call in plus territory. The punt would have to be so precise, might as well leave the offense out there on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Gamecocks are on the move.
Black 33, mouse choice. 30, check.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
By the QB. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Eighth play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Good timing on the quick out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Harbor. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield at St. Clair. He's going to take a shot right away. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Norton. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Got a little space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, in all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Got a man, it's Gibson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for room, it's Gibson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think he'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams Bryce alive on third down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. The short hands. It's Ivy. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Penn State! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Cobb. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. On the ground, it's Davidson.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. He'll ride his man on the option. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He's going up top. Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. Trying to take it back. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense. And moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Buckley. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got it in the middle. It's Saunders. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our...
Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. This is a design run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? He'll take it himself. Quarterback tried to do it himself, but he will not get there. It'll be 4th down. Trying to slam it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about about the defense coming up big on 4th and short. You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. On the move, it's Buckley. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. That hole closed quickly. He'll get 1 out to the 6.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle, it's Bennett. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. He hurls 1 deep down the left side. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Going up top again. Got him downfield.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl. Try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Snagged out of the air. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Leaves it with the back. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. To the air, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Direct snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Indiana managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Bloomington had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They get to him as he throws.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Finds his man. It's Gibson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Rush is on him. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they'll send 5 wide, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The official stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. The RPO, it's complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. A low line drive and not his best work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. Catch in the middle, it's Norton. Turning it on. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. air on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Norton. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation. You put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
This drive will come from their own 23. Running behind that left side. Gets it past the marker. Turns it on in midfield. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack.